Oh boy, we are live. Hello, everyone. It's so good to see everybody.
Happy Saturday afternoon.
I know. And Indigo Jaguar is with me, and she's been so patient with me because I've been trying to schedule people to have them on my show. And then I advertised the time wrong, and she brought my attention to it.
It happens.
And
It
then,
happens to the best of us, yes.
and then like 20 minutes before showtime, she goes, are you going to send me the link? Oh, okay. So
I still
everyone's
do that too.
Oh,
You
do you?
get the thumbnail and I go to send out, does it look good? And they're like, yay. And so I forget that I sent the thumbnail out, but they need the link.
Right.
So,
Right. Yeah, I should
it's all about
probably
the
do
learning curve.
together because I'm all nervous about about Monday. About Monday, I'm having it's not going to be a live, it's a recording of Eben Alexander, the doctor neurosurgeon that wrote Proof of Heaven. And so I'm going to be interviewing him, so I get all nervous.
Very nice.
That's why I record it. And
yeah, I go nervous. I've had my channel now for 2 years and I still get nervous, during a live because it's like, okay, am I going to get the message clear? Am I going to come out sounding clear? Am I going to, make sense? Because the worst thing you get, really want as a reader is to, pull cards and then you're looking at them and you just hear crickets.
Yeah.
Like nothing's connecting really. And then it's
Yeah.
just like, okay, so I have to put those little butterflies, off to the side,
But I know, but the more you do it, the better.
Yes.
And it's all going to be good. While we're waiting for people to come in, when you do come in, I would love to know where you're from. It's a slow Saturday morning, but I do have a message about numerology that I could. Yes. So I was thinking about all the ways I've been trying to explain. Hi, Michelle.
Hey, Michelle.
She says, hello, not sure what your show is on, but wanted to say hi. Thank you. Michelle, what we do is we're waiting for people to come in so we can do some readings, and that's always fun. And I'm going to invite people on to actually be with us. Texas, Fleck. So nice to see
Fleck.
you.
I love that flower. So pretty.
Yeah. So so while we're waiting for people, and I'm going to say this I'm going to do a live at 2:00 Pacific to explain this as well. But I've been trying to the 7 personal year and the 7 universal year. 2023 is the universal year. So the whole world, it affects the whole world. And I've been struggling to figure out how to actually explain it so our viewers and my clients can take advantage of it, and then also understand the cray-cray out there in the world, because it's worldwide.
Oh, you don't have to tell me about cray-cray out in the world. In my own personal life right now, it's a hot mess. It's a cray-cray party.
Well, I can get
cray-cray for you and a cray-cray for you.
I love that.
Hello, cray-cray.
Oh, hello, Cat Mama. It's good to see you.
Meowdy. Hi, Claudia.
And hi. Thank you so much. We're going to be doing a little contest in a little while, but I wanted to I'm so excited that I think I have a good idea of how to explain the 7 universal year that's affecting everyone. And it will help you cope with the politics. It'll help you cope with the people in your life and the world stuff. So I'm really excited about this, because the 7 is all about aligning to who we and living your life as you would as a from heart center, right? Doing the right thing, tapping into spirit, being kind and all that stuff. Well, you'll notice that the world is not like that. I mean, there is kindness in the world. I'm not saying that, but So here is how I'm going to explain it. I am so glad about this. So 7 universal year asks you to align to your morals, ethics, and your higher angels. But there's 2 ways to identify that. There's divine truth and divine wisdom. So when you see, I'm just going to go into this. So divine truth is your truth, what you feel is true. I believe in God. That's my truth. You may not, but I believe in God. So I know you do too. But divine wisdom is what the 7 universal year is asking us to do. For an example of that, it is true that some states in America still have the death penalty. That's divine truth. That's true. Divine wisdom is thou shalt not kill. So you're starting to see with the conflicts and even the shooting that was happening in Maine. There are so many victims, families of the victims that said, "Don't put a bullet in his name." You know, don't start up anything big. And the same with there's everyone. Even there was a group way back in 2001 during our tragedy in 9/11, where there was a large group of people saying, you know, be calm, use restraint. That's divine wisdom. So we all get to choose that this year. So that's my
I like the sound of that. It feels like, because I know since the beginning of this year, all the way up until now, I have had people in my life that were inner circle now either, you know, further out or completely out of the circle as well. New people have taken place, new things that I've learned about myself, things that I once held belief that about myself that I no longer do. I mean, it's just, this has been a
amazing.
real and a lot of challenges too. And just
Sure.
yesterday, something painful happened in our life. And so I'm trying to process that while still
I'm
trying to
sorry.
keep a positive outlook and figuring out, okay, you know, try to figure out what the bigger picture is. And I think this is perfect because we're going to be talking about what's our truth, what's our wisdom, and things like this can help us, you know, navigate, you
Right.
know, these
Or
times, these difficult times.
especially when
Hey,
you're in
Kennedy.
it, excuse me, when you're in a crisis, it helps get your feet, find your footing in a crisis when you have a declaration of truth and a declaration of wisdom. And then you can dance between the two to your best self, you know, best self, and do it that way.
Definitely.
But, and I'm sorry you're going through a hard time. Prayers all over.
Yeah.
You're with friends here if you want a
Yes.
reading. So I can give you a reading
Oh,
on it right now.
I would love one if even if it was backstage or up front. But you know,
I
last
understand.
night my subscribers and my chatters, I see some of them in here, are just amazing because on my Friday nights, I like to with any show, I like to make sure that my chat is a safe space so that
Yes.
whatever people want to discuss, they know that they can share it without judgment from each other in chat, from my, you know, myself, a fellow reader, and we can
Mhm.
share what we're going through. And when people know that we're all personally going through things in our life that sometimes people don't know about, or we feel ashamed or guilty to share because we don't want, because of everything going on in the world, we tend to lessen what our trauma is at the time.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so I just love how,
Yes.
you know, with my lives and with my chat, I can very openly discuss what's going on. And when you see people in chat sending you that positivity, even just the
Oh,
words, you know, it really does help. And that's what we
I know.
really need each other right now to get us through this time. And I'm learning more about numerology. So this is, yeah,
Oh, good. Yeah.
actually
So,
changing my name of my channel. I want to kind of, I'm growing, you know, so
uh-huh.
now it's like I want to reconfigure it and I know certain numbers resonate with certain numbers, and this is perfect.
Awesome.
So I love learning about numerology.
Well, if you want a private, numbers, we can bounce some names off and get a good number for you. That resonates with your mission, and so blah, blah, blah. There's a whole lot of stuff to it. Numerology is my happy place. And yes, so is the tarot. Mm-hmm. So is the tarot.
I'm going to try. I met Deborah really quick is that I joined Marina's show one night when she was introducing Deborah to all of us. And I go, oh, what the hell? But put my name in. I never win anything with the card giveaways. And I said, good night. I have to go to bed. And then like a few minutes later, you won. I'm like, I did. So that's how, I met Deborah. I want her deck, and
the deck.
Had her on my channel, and we just had a blast. So
yeah, I love it.
I love it.
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. I want to try something new this time. I would like to invite a person from the chat in to be with us on the show. So if you're working through Chrome and you have a steady phone or a steady laptop, you're not moving around too much, then I'd like to give you a reading. And there's a couple ways I can do this. And I would like to try the first way for those who would like to have a live reading. And this is not just reading a question and answering it. This is like you're in the show and we are like solving your problems. Guaranteed. So
now, does the person have to be on video? Can they keep themselves off the video?
It would be interesting to be on video, and because I think the presentation is good.
You got to take her. You got Claudia, Cat Mama Meow.
Oh, Cat Mama, you will definitely get one. But you know what I want to try? I want to try this giveaway tool. So I'd like anybody who would like a reading to do hashtag live reading, all caps, in the chat. I know, I'm going to try it.
New. I love it. It's creative.
Yes. And then I'm not sure how to bring it in. So anybody who would like to have a reading, let me see. Oh, look at that, Cat Mama. Can you? So it's hashtag live reading, all caps. If you put it in the chat, then I'll run. It's a giveaway tool, and so you'll get done now. So while we wait for people, you guys are shy.
Yes, I was going to say a lot of people prefer to be off camera.
Then if Cat Mama wants to have a reading, let me try. I'm going to pull you in. Let's see. How do I do this? Yes, invite.
So you can do invite. You can put it in you can put the link in the chat so anybody can click on it.
But here's for Cat Mama. Okay. Paste there and then enter. Okay. Let's see how this works. Okay, Cat Mama. That's
there you go. So you're a pro already, Deborah.
Yeah, well, here we are. What can I say?
Something new today.
I know. So let's see if it works. Oh, there's Peppermint Candy wants. Okay, so you're just writing that. It has to be hashtag Peppermint. You have to put hashtag live reading in caps. Shy and don't have the proper setup right now. I know. I get that. So, okay, and let me put my contact lenses. Let me put my lipstick on because
Claudia joined Allison and I a couple weeks ago on our Friday show. So it was nice to have Claudia on. She's fun.
Yeah.
She's
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we have.
Lisa. Yes, Lisa. Ooh. I'm clapping and my books are falling over.
I know, I have a cluttery desk too, and sometimes my water goes. But this is fun. We got another one. Carolyn, hey, thank you. And Peppermint Candy, you have to rewrite that. You did. Yep. Oh, this is fun.
This is going to be a blast. I love this.
Okay, so I saw this and was researching how to do it, and it just looked like so much fun. Cynthia, I'm going to see if your name comes up in small letters and because it's just one of those things. So let me, while we're waiting for Cat Mama to get her contact lenses in, she said, give me a minute.
So just really quick, Lisa says, I don't know how to go live. What you're going to do, Lisa, if your name pops up, you're going to click on that link that Deborah put in where it says HTTP, StreamYard, You'll click on that. It'll ask you, Safari, whatever it is that you
No,
use.
it needs to be Chrome. It needs to be Chrome.
It needs to be Chrome. Okay, so make sure you choose Chrome then. And it'll just, say, make sure microphone. They'll give you your little prompts.
And you can write your name.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
I'm so excited about this because I love doing.
You are the only one I know that's doing this. Yes.
Well, I really wanted it because it gives us such a robust, full, rich reading when you're able to say, does this make sense? Or and then you can correct. So
now some readers that I've read, what they would do is they'll say, okay, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 30. And then when, they'll be like, okay, what number? And people start throwing numbers. And the first person that gets the number right, they're the next one. So different fun things. I like, how people are creative. Makes it fun.
So I'm just going to, what I'm going to do.
And Sonia, ooh,
I know.
Proud of you, Sonia.
So what I'm going to do is practice now. I'm going to turn on this tool.
Drum roll.
And and it's not gathering. Why is that? Oh, doggone it. Why isn't it working? You know what? I'm terribly sorry. I need to study more. So, okay.
Or we can just pick a person's name that you feel drawn to.
What we can do is just put I'm going to put the, well, I'm going to see if because Cat Mama said just a minute, and I want to respect her for another minute or so before we can get into, because we're going to do more than one. Hello, Gina Maria. Does it have to be one word? No, it's hashtag all caps live reading. And my my giveaway tool isn't working because I'm sure it's the computer's fault, not the mechanics.
Like I said, each device is different. Like there are things that I can do, via a phone differently from an iPad, and then from she's back.
Okay, trying to get it to work. Okay, let me just see what happens. I'm going to give everybody this link. Copied. And just if you're in Chrome, if you're going through Chrome, it should pull you in. So there it is, StreamYard.com, blah, 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 blah. And what you'll do is go backstage. You'll be able to hear us, but you will be automatically muted. Cat Mama's in the house. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get myself out of here. Just a second. I don't know what. Oh, hide that. Okay. Here we are. Add to stage. We're here. Oh, good. That's all we need.
I'm having a slow morning and I'm in my jammies.
I love this because nobody sees it but us. I think I'm going to move it into this. There we go. Now we can see.
That's good.
That's a little better because our faces are really big. So this worked. Wonderful. Okay. So
but it wouldn't let me use Chrome on my devices. I'm on my iPhone. So it actually directed me to use Safari, which is
that's what I use
on an iPhone. So Safari works.
Okay. Awesome. Carolyn Booker, it says device is not connected, so you may need to try it again. Try it with Chrome, but I guess anything with an I in front of it, like iPhone, iPad,
They automatically send me to Safari.
iFood.
Yeah. So try and get it to connect, Carolyn. I'd love to read for you. Now, anybody else that wants to use that and just get in the queue, we can take a few people and just line you up and have some fun.
Yeah, Carolyn is cool. Her and her husband do ghost investigations.
All right.
She was recently on Allie's show, and I've been invited to be a guest to talk to Carolyn one of these evenings with her and Allie.
Oh, wonderful.
So, because of my experiences. So, yeah.
Carolyn, go to my page. I just put up a true ghost story. One of my true ghost story that goes along with my work. And so, anyway, it's a good story, I think. So, Cat Mama, I would like to give, excuse me, I still have that cough. I would love to give you a reading.
And I would love to get one.
I want to know first, I got to get a piece of paper. See, I'm not prepared.
Now, are these going to be general readings, Deborah, or are we going to
anything you want? Anything you want. I love general readings. I love, specific readings. I love this work. But what I'm going to ask you, I'm not asking you for your entire birthday. I'm asking you for your month and your day of birth of your birthday.
Okay. My birthday's September 2nd, but I can give you my year too. I don't care.
Okay.
1967. I just turned 56.
You're a young one.
It doesn't feel that way.
I know. I'm going to be 53 next month.
Oh, happy birthday.
Everybody's so young.
Saggy in the house.
Hello, Saggy.
So, Heather, if you want to get started, I'm going to do the numbers.
Now, Claudia, do you have a specific question, or do you just want a general, or what?
Gosh. I like both a lot. General, is so useful, and specific is so useful. Ooh. Oh my goodness, I don't know.
Or just shuffle and see what falls out.
That's a good way.
Just shuffle.
Yeah, why don't we do a general and see what the universe brings forth? See what I need most to hear or know.
Okay.
Oh, Cat Mama.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, that sounded scary.
No.
That's what I always do.
This deck wanted to read for Claudia, so it's the Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle deck, and the colors are. Whoop!
Did you fall down?
Oh, I'm having issues.
There we are. Try and steady it so nobody feels drunk.
I know. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I'm trying.
All right. No, this is new. This is brand new for all of us. We'll get it.
Oh, poopy.
Okay, there we go. So, and I'm interested to see, because these are with numbers. I'm going to share the numbers that are on each of the cards. That might be fun too. So Claudia's first card is number 37, and it's rise above it. It's not yours to carry. You are an empath. And it says, how can you detach from the drama? So this is the first card right off the bat is reminding you that not everything is your responsibility. Not everybody's problems or issues are your responsibility. You need to make sure that you are taking care of yourself and your own energy and your own needs. You are an empath. So yes, you, especially being with, cat rescue and animal rescues, automatically people like that, like us, are very sensitive to those energies because we know animals are a part of the angelic realm. Next card I got is number 31, and it says, everyone is on their own journey. How can you focus more on your own path? And I love because there's some beautiful whales up there swimming with her in the universe. So these cards are really great for journaling. So if you love to journal, or even maybe if you don't, these are great little writing prompts that you can write down and maybe just go back to them later when you feel, drawn, like, okay, I think I know, I'm ready to answer that. And the last one is number 9, which is express yourself creatively. Start something new. What creative pursuit do you feel drawn to do? And I just love the colors and everything in these cards. So that's what I have. So it almost kind of feels like maybe not everybody is hip to who you are and what your gifts are and what you like to do, especially creatively. And you know what, that's not your burden, that's not your problem. You be you. You do you. You do what makes you happy and what brings you bliss. And I'll leave it at that.
Awesome. Thank you.
Wow, wow. So I did your numbers. Beautiful. And 9 came up in your reading with Heather, and you are in a 9 personal year, which means you really do need to give up what just doesn't work for you anymore. That's your job for this year. But what makes it easy, what the blessing is that what you're supposed to give up will get really stupid weird and chaotic, and you can't even breathe around it. So it's like, okay, life, I get it, I'm walking away from this. And
when you say year, do you mean like from
calendar,
birthday,
no,
or to 2023?
Right, for 2023. I go by calendar year because if you try to go from birthday to birthday, it just makes everyone confused and they can't keep up, and it's no fun.
Okay.
So I do a calendar year, and because if you focus on that, the energy of the year itself, then it'll course correct you through everything. But you are incredibly psychic. You do have a psychic business, correct?
No, I have a YouTube channel, which I haven't been very active on, but I'm in that 9 year where I'm changing things. I'm in the process of moving today, so I should already be moving but I was resting my back this morning. So I'm going to spend more time on my channel once I get my studio set up again. But I don't know psychic, but I read oracle cards and use divining rods and pendulums.
Yeah, you're not psychic. You just use all those tools and go for. So this is what I want to tell. This is going to get a laugh out of everyone. You were born a 34/7. Meaning that you know things that other people don't. And that works when you don't realize you know more than everyone else, you can become critical. And I assume that happened when you were a kid, when you come around saying, I saw that from a mile away. Why'd you go out with him? That type of thing. So understand that not everybody has that gift.
No, I know.
You are saying I'm using these tools, it's only to get into the room of knowing, and then it becomes a download for you. So that's a good thing. And you're moving today, which is good. You're giving up what just doesn't work for you anymore. You're going in someplace else. You're giving up what everyone feels that you should do and doing what you want to do after you move, setting up things. The cool part about a psychic reading is this. I see that in the last couple of weeks, maybe a month, things were, I have the Wheel of Fortune, which kind of, there's an uptick in good fortune, and all that stuff. And it's starting to go into your spin, because the wheel is always turning, right? And at this time, if you because my bumper sticker is, we change our life at the level of action, not wishes. And so it looks to me like you're entering this phase either with a lot of trepidation. You know that word.
Trepidation.
Yes, thank you for my.
I'm with you, girl. That happens to me too.
I get mixed up. And you're going to get messages unless we change something like now, because enlightenment happens in an instant. It doesn't take a lifetime. So unless we start right now to have a different perspective, because if your perspective is different, your strategy is different, and your outcome is what you want. So it looks like work is going to be fine, but if you're
work as in where I go to work,
you're very good at what you do. So if you it's usually labor, it's usually like you doing stuff for money.
What I do for money is I'm a professional biologist. So
I did not know that.
Oh, that's a 7. That's a 7 life path is real smart. They're the smartest one in the room.
Props,
girl. Yeah. And so it looks like if you tried to do commerce in the next month or so, for instance, you'll get this impulse to do more YouTube and all that stuff, and get a line on that and developing things. It looks like you're going to be pushing the river on that. So now we know, meaning that just pushing the river means making it happen sooner. Like when making your success come sooner than it's designed to do. Success meaning your YouTube, because the frame of reference I'm going for is spiritual and YouTube, and getting your understanding your sensitivity so you can serve other well. This is the 4 corners of this reading. Now it looks to me like you have a minutia of, I've got to move, I got to set up my room, I got to stay working, and it's year end or whatever it is. And in the mix of that, my intuition tells me you're going to be hard on yourself. I should be doing this. I love YouTube. I should be doing this. I wish I could do this. It's where I want to be. And that is where you kind of, that's when it gets slow and frustrating. So all I'm saying is that in good time, and I do have the 9 of Swords telling me that you tend to worry a little bit, probably because you know how powerful we are in creating our own reality. So,
oh my gosh. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Scares the bejeebies out of me. When you said commerce, though, what came to mind is I write children's books, and what I have out right now is one book, On the Wings of a Pig, and then I have it in Spanish and French. They're all published, and I keep I want them to sell big and fast, because my dream is to become a fairy godmother, to become a philanthropist, so that my point of selling those books, that commerce, is to make money so that I can give money away. And I've been fantasizing about this for decades. So, I've been patient, but I would like that commerce to start, working in favor of me so that I can do things I want to do for the rest of the world.
And those books are an evergreen product too. So I mean, they're up on Amazon. I'm assuming.
Yes.
Did you self-publish?
Yes.
Okay, there is a way to get that moving better. Ooh. And so if you email me, Deborah Zakow at yahoo.com, that is going to, then I'll tell you what that's about. Because if you get it to number 1, you get that sticker, and then you start going, there's a bunch of ways you can do it at the level of action. And this next year coming up is all new like that. So I think it's great. I think we're onto something.
I feel like I'm onto something, because it's a body positive book for children, which I really could have used that when I was a young person. And also it teaches the law of attraction without calling it the law of attraction.
Yeah.
So I don't want to call it the law of attraction because I don't want any like baggage to come with it. So it just it shows it in action through the book, which is something I wish I would have known since I was a kid, because you know, things could be significantly different. But anyway, so I think, you know, the value of the book is multifold. It's not just teaching body positivity and not just teaching that everything that you need is already inside of you, to young people. But then again, but in addition, of course, I'm trying to make money from those books so that I can give money away. So the whole thing is a win-win-win-win-win-win-win situation, and I can't wait for it to happen.
So those of you who read tarot, the reason I said that the commerce is going to be slow unless you put into action something different. I had the 2 and the 3 of Wands reversed. So it just a little bit of, I saw a block and restriction. All we have to do is hammer something out at the level of action and free that up. That's the cool part about getting a psychic reading, is that will I meet somebody and stuff, and then I look and I don't see an option coming. Well, that doesn't mean you're not going to meet someone. It means we're going to have to do something at the level of action, something different. But anyway, that's that. Thank you so much for being our very first. Oh yeah.
Just really quick, because when Claudia mentioned that you guys were looking into her book, Claudia, I pulled some cards. Look at that, children. There's your book. I got the death card, which is about rebirth, the end of one, transforming into another. Like Deborah said, there may be some things that you need to work out, some things that you might be not sure what you need to get the ball rolling. But look, what was the last card? I got the sun card.
Yay!
So that is absolutely beautiful. So I
just want to say one more thing real quick. Because we had this conversation, you're going to change perspectives and actions and strategies. So your future looks brighter than if it would otherwise. So that's what I think. I think we all do good work, all of us here that all of us here that serve others well. I think it's great. Thank you so much.
Agree with you more on that, Deborah. I've said it many times. This community that we have created together is gorgeous, and it is, you know, it came out of it's a silver lining out of the pandemic and the reign of 45. We came together to seek solace and support, and that's what we've done. And we've built this gorgeous community of light workers, of like-minded people, and we're going on to support each other in so many different ways. I was having a panic attack a couple of weeks ago, or I was on the precipice of one, you know, with this whole move that I'm trying to do by myself, and so I logged on, and there was a live going on, and I mentioned it in the chat. And the people in the chat, my co-chatters, my chat family, our chat family, they walked me through it, and the host gave me something to do to help relax me. And I thought, oh my gosh, this whole community is such a blessing. And I know I'm but one of thousands of people who feel that way. And tonight I got a hot date with Linda G.
Whoop whoop. Linda G?
Yeah, she's
wow.
I'm at 5 o'clock in the Bay Area. I'm going to a reading there.
Oh, so it's a physical reading. It's not online. Oh yeah, she said she's in San Francisco with her book. That's wonderful, wonderful. So email me so we can talk more about that positioning of your book, because I do have information about that. And I bless you and leave you with that.
Thank you. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. Bye.
All right. Bye. Okay, so Lise. Physical reading. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Hello. It's you. You have to turn off the.
Oh my gosh.
You have to turn
So
the,
you have to turn off whatever YouTube you've got going on.
or turn the volume down.
Yeah, you could turn the volume off.
This is scary.
Oh, I'm so proud of you, though, for helping us through this. So do you have two links on your, do you have two windows open on your computer? One is the live stream and one is an extra YouTube. One's on StreamYard, one's on YouTube.
Gotta turn off
You
everything.
got to turn off the volume or shut one of the
Turn
extra-
off everything and except for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you know the next one's. Nope, I still hear it.
No, you got to turn the volume down, sweetheart.
I got small one.
I'm sorry? So if you close all, oh, okay. So I know you can still hear me. So Lise, if you could turn off everything, and what you could do is copy the link and then turn off everything, your YouTube, everything, and then go to Chrome, Google, and type it into, just paste it into Google and say, click, and the link will show up, but everything needs to be turned off first. Okay. So we're going to work on that.
Buddy.
What'd you say?
I
We'll
don't know.
just work on it, and we'll just work on, go to the next one, Sonia, and you figure
Go
this
ahead.
out.
I'm leaving. I've turned off everything. Copy. I don't know.
And are you through Zoom? I mean, sorry, are you in Chrome?
Yes, Chrome laptop.
I'll find out why that's
It's me.
happening.
I don't know.
What is? Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
Don't
But nice to
worry.
meet you, Lisa.
I'm gonna be doing this at 2 Pacific. So
Yes.
you can come on back. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Love ya.
Hi, Lisa.
Okay, we've got Sonia. Hello, Sonia.
Hi, Sonia.
Hi,
So
everybody.
Hi.
I haven't been feeling so hot, so I'm very pale.
Oh, well, we'll send a lot
We'll
of
send you
energy
lots of
your
love,
way for
sweetheart.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Can you see this right here?
What you got right there?
Oh my gosh, Jaguar.
Is it no?
Yeah.
We can't
Cat
see
Mama's
it.
birthday party.
I can't
Oh,
see it. Your
We
hand's
can't see
covering
it. Your hand's over the camera.
Oh,
There we go.
oh,
I see it now. Very cool. You want to see mine? I haven't worn it yet, but I'm trying to find the right. But look at that.
No, it's
oh,
beautiful.
wow.
Oh, there's mine.
I have a big pin that it's got the body and everything like that. I really love it. Anyway, hi, everybody. I tried to do this on Scott's channel. I couldn't get through on StreamYard. And so this is my first,
So
ever.
it's awesome. I love being able to put a face now to the name.
Thank you.
Okay.
And do you have something specific that you want to ask so I can start shuffling some cards for you, Sonia?
Yes, it's about my energies. I had Terry Suzuki gave me a really great reading, and a couple of other people, and I'm supposed to be clearing stuff out, and I'm working on it, but everything, the energies are just slowed me down to almost a complete stop. And I I know that it's not just me because the energies are so great. So I was just wondering if I could get a message from my angels, guides, elementals on some guidance of going forward, and how am I doing?
Can I have
I'm
your
in
month and
slow mode.
could I have your month and day of birth?
Yes, it's January 5th, 1959. I'm a 3 life path.
Oh, cool. Wonderful. Okay, I'll do the numbers.
My card was a 9 of spades from Hershey.
My Shan was born in 59. He was March 13th, born on Friday the 13th.
A 59er. I used to say when I was little, I said, there's nothing finer than a 59er, and I was born on the 5th, like a fifth of good whiskey.
Right on. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I am pale, but you know.
Well, you're sick,
No, no.
right? You said you were sick.
Well, I just been feeling kind of it in my throat, you know, and kind of sluggish. So hanging in there, doing a little bit of work and then stopping, give myself some.
You know, that's part of why you're feeling like you're not progressing too. So that adds to the drama of it all. Go ahead, Heather.
I'm still looking at my cards and getting something in place here.
And I look different from my picture. My hair is completely white just about now, and it's long. I'm thinking about cutting it again. That was 2 years ago on my birthday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But I was really happy with that picture. I hate to get my picture taken, and I was out with my daughters, and I went in the restroom. At the bottom, you can't see it, but I'm actually in the restroom, and it says employees must wash their hands. But it put it in a circle, so it didn't capture that part. And I thought I better take a picture of myself because I don't know if I'll ever look like this again.
Okay, so
I did the
Sonia,
same thing.
I got balancing act for you. So right now you are really going through a balancing act. You're not feeling well. And so for a lot of times, for a lot of us, it's hard to kind of develop and work on, you know, our spiritual selves and our abilities when we're not well. We really need to make sure that we're taking really good care of ourselves, because if we try to push ourselves too hard, especially when we're not feeling well, that will be more like a setback. We don't want really, because sometimes especially when you're like a psychic and a medium, even in general, if people try to contact spirit or do spiritual work when they're not well, then their energy fields aren't really strong enough to keep, you know, anything that might be like a negative energy or getting, you know, people's negative emotions. So we need to really make sure that we are in a healthy place ourselves, you know, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. So right now and this card is number 11. So you have a master number right there.
I'm
I did get the
wondering. Sorry, I'm also wondering what kind of gifts I have, because I'm not sure. I was gifted. Well, I got one of your decks, young lady, and Miss Moonlight sent me a deck, and Rossi sent me a deck as well, and I really appreciate them because I don't know what I am.
Well, you know what? You just said Miss Moonlight.
Yes.
So
every
for me,
been a
this feels like this was a message. Then listen to your intuition. Listen to but you really can't get there. Just you got to make sure that you're in a healthy place to be able to do it, because we just can't really develop our abilities and connect with spirit if we're not well ourselves. But I did get Moonlight, which is about intuition, learning how to start trusting your intuition. I did also get Rock Bottom. So right now, talking about the health, you feel maybe like you've hit rock bottom. But the one good thing about a card that says rock bottom, it's all from up. It's all up from there.
Yeah.
So, and if you look at this card too, it's almost kind of like back against the wall kind of thing with the path. So right now, take the time, and I think too with the moonlight card, it means about making not just intuition, but making sure that you're getting plenty of sleep, plenty of rest as well. I did get also the dragon's lair, and the dragon's lair is always knowing that you are divinely protected. It you know when you're not in alignment. It says here in the book, it lets you know that when you're not feeling well or something's not right, you know when your body is not in alignment, and when it is, this is when you need to take a step back. But the last three cards that I got for you on the bottom are beautiful. I got spirit of place. So when you feel well enough, going into nature, I really feel like you're
Yeah.
very happiest, most in nature. It's Mother Nature is the best healing tool for us. So if you can get out, get some fresh air, maybe go on some small walks, reconnect with nature, get grounded, get connected to the spirit of your place, your guides, the trees, the flowers, just making sure you get really grounded. And they're sending you encouragement, and you also have the strength. So you need to build this all up. And again, that's like another balancing act. When your strength, when you're healthy and you're solid and you're in your core and you're grounded, your strength is right there, and you can balance all of this. Um, and but right now, it's just a reminder that you need to take care of your health first on all levels, and making sure
Yeah.
that you're seeing the proper doctors, making sure that you know you are getting enough water to hydrate, making sure that you're eating properly, and especially too with this card, really making sure you're getting sleep. Not just a card about
Yeah,
intuition, but also
very
about
much
sleep.
years. Sleep's been really hard to come by.
Yeah.
And there's a number of reasons for that, but yeah. And I don't go to doctors, but like this morning I took a walk and I went over to the store and grabbed something really quick. And on the way home, there's birds here, but there was one in particular that came to a tree that I was passing, and then a squirrel came to the next tree next to it. And the squirrels are always there, but the pigeon was not usually there. They're all different kinds of birds, but pigeons, no. And this one lone pigeon showed up and was like looking at you.
Spirit of place.
So,
They're knowing that they're there for you. Yeah.
for
And
sure.
So what pigeons do, they're ground eaters. They don't catch bugs on the fly. They don't eat meat. Well, I guess they would eat meat if they had to. But so that's a message of being grounded and understanding that. But I have for you is that this year has been very difficult because it's all about tying up loose ends. And quite frankly, you would rather not do that. You're a big picture person. And if you had your way, you would delegate all the details because you are very, very, very creative, and you do your best work, your creative work, when you're quiet in your mind. And then all of a sudden you come out and create something, a dinner or a phone call or a piece of art or some writing or all of that. And I do have an idea that you are a bit lost on what your mission is or what your goals are. In other words, you're working on something, you're learning this and that, you're enjoying it and everything, but for what reason? And so that's what the 4 personal year can do for you. There's very little cycle of reward for a 4 personal year, very little cycle of reward. And so therefore you think, well, because usually any other year you'd make an effort to do ABC and someone's going to walk by and say, oh my God, that's so great. Here's my applause, or here's some money, I want to buy it, or something like that. Whereas in a 4 personal year, you just don't see, You don't get that. And so you have to trust it. Spirit is saying that there is going to be an opportunity for you to just be aware of, there's going to be some conflict. Either it's you getting mad at something or someone else getting mad and you getting mad matching it. And the reason you do it is because, I'm sorry?
I hate conflict.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And it looks like if you move into that conversation with your pride and your ego, then it looks like all that forward momentum of creativity and something new coming in sort of gets spoiled and stopped a little bit. So all you have to do is if you see conflict, instead of saying, I hate conflict, which is that declaration of who I am, just be a witness, just be an observer. Say, oh my gosh, she's having such a bad day, something like that. And that's going to turn the tide, saying neutral, because I have temperance here reversed. So that's to avoid all conversations that have hard edges, because you'll have a hard time, or maybe you have had a hard time, Spirit is saying, of staying peace-filled around people. And then hoping that your spiritual practice will free you from this. Like basically, let's pray the anger away a little bit. I'm so frustrated. Please come in and help me with this. I do see that your finances, there's going to be a new pathway for that opening up. And it's going to be by the end of the year for sure. And then all of a sudden you're going to wake up and say, oh, I know who I am. Oh, I know what I want. And you'll be so damn clear. It's like the waters will part for you.
Nice.
So
Nice.
the only booby traps I see is that declaration of truth. When you see a Karen out there, I hate to say that word Karen, because I have friends that are named Karen and they're very nice, but it's some contrast out there and you have a decision, a declaration about it. That will only make slow up things is all. So be the observer.
Somebody tried to get a hold of me and say, I'm going to call you real soon. I miss you very much. And this person's been in my life off and on since I was 12, and I love her to pieces, but I can't. We're on two different paths, and can't go back.
So can I ask you a question? Wait.
That one.
Yeah, she's on delay.
What's so wrong about you talking to her and telling her just like that? I'd love to talk to you about this, but I feel we're on two different paths. And when I get close to you, I need to mirror back your best self, because you're doing your thing, but I don't want, I don't feel the same support coming back. That's your truth.
She knows that.
Oh, she does.
Lifestyle that, she tries to pull me into it, and she actually told somebody else that she's got for a roommate that I'm all into this stuff and that she's into, and I didn't appreciate it because and I'm 64. I don't need somebody talking for me, and it's not good.
Yep, it's time to get rid of the dead weight. And
her in my heart, but there's a couple people in my family as well that I love them in my heart, but I can't be around them.
The best thing to do is to do well for yourself.
Yeah, and
Heather was saying, for yourself.
Usually it's a problem, so I'm just not going to say anything, and I know that I'll get, why aren't you getting a hold of me? And I'm just not going backwards.
That's that conflict, though. That's that conflict that you're already setting up for yourself. So you're not, what you can do is just be the observer. Oh, she's calling. I'm not picking up. I'm busy. I'm
Right.
driving, you know, and I'm not going to tell her that. It's just
Yeah. Because
new strategy will bring out a new outcome.
But, I really love this community because I feel like everybody's family in a way that I don't have, because not all family is blood, you know, and I feel so close to everybody, even though I haven't even met you in person, but the support and just the sharing of the same,
Mm-hmm.
you know, in our
so
heart
Oh,
means something to me.
I love that.
Truly.
Thank you
And
so much, Sonia.
So one thing that I do love to do, and I actually, again, had somebody ask me to start lessons is to, and I'm not a professional, but I belly dance. And
wonderful.
I've been doing it for over years. So
good.
And everybody,
for a little bit, yeah.
listen to music, they know that, but they also know that, you know, I've had drinks before in the past, but I'm not into it, you know.
Well,
But
go with the flow.
If I'm not there, I blew my knee out for like a month and a half, and then I came back and they're like, "You're gonna dance, right?" So that's what I'm known for. Everybody's like,
Awesome.
"Where have you been?"
Yeah, that's
And
wonderful. Well, I really appreciate you.
Oh my goodness.
I love
I was
it. I
called
love
that
it.
once in college.
We got someone else in the queue we've got to get to. I really appreciate everything. God bless you. And
Thank you.
All right.
My
Nice
love,
to meet you, Sonia.
them in our world because it's
Thank you
going
so
a little.
much, Sonia.
All right, thank you.
Okay, next is Carolyn. Hi, Carolyn. Can you hear me? You've been waiting a long time.
Is your sound on, Carolyn?
It looks like you're muted, Carolyn. There you are. Hello, darling. Wonderful. Can I have your month and day of birth?
Different shows.
Echoes?
Hmm.
Is it echoing? Do you have
Am
anything?
I echoing?
There's a delay. Now I can't hear you. Can't hear you.
She says there's an echo. Would you like me to go out and come back in and see if that clears it up?
It's usually because they have that YouTube on and going in the background or on another tab. Is it bad?
I think she's got herself on mute again.
No, it says it's open.
Oh. Maybe her internet.
Hello.
Hi, do you
how
have
are you?
Fine. Do you have everything closed off except for what we're doing here? And so you can eliminate the echo?
Well, I have my TV on this channel.
Yeah, it takes the Wi-Fi energy. But I'm going to be doing these all the time. So we're going to be experts in no time. Thank you everybody for your patience on this. And so you close off everything else, just have your computer or whatever you're using, close all other tabs, and tell me when you're ready.
I just have my computer on.
Awesome. Do you still have the echo?
Yeah. Yeah. Everything off.
Well, your connection, your Wi-Fi is weak, so we're
No,
trying.
just
Yeah, we're having a hard time hearing you, sweetheart.
But if you could tell me your month and day of birth.
there. Okay, it's August 13th.
All right. And then I'm going to let Heather start.
Did you have a specific question, Carolyn, or just see what the cards come up with?
Just see what the cards come up with.
Okay.
That's fun. Thank you, Cynthia, for being so patient. You're next.
So, Carolyn, I'm going to be using my new deck. It's called Witch, Woman in Total Control of Herself. It's a really thick book. I'm still learning the cards. So, I apologize for the book. I just wanted to make sure that I get a good message out to you. And I was drawn to use this deck for you too. So
Okay.
I want to make sure. So the first card I got for you is the Hive Queen. And it's kind of hard to see, but the artwork on here is just really lovely. And for me, without even looking at the book, it's
Really
all
beautiful.
About, yes, it's bees. She's part coming out of a hive. She's got the honeycomb around her, and bees are about working together, creating something sweet, something that's pleasurable. Um, it's it's a very ancient symbol too of the goddess, and so those were the first things that were really standing out to me. It's a woman, like she's in her own hive. She's the queen bee of her own hive. Um, and it says bees are nature's alchemists, making honey from pollen, turning base flower materials into liquid gold. Lawn associated with the goddess, the bees invite you to work on your own alchemy to take the sorrows and disappointments of your life and turn them into grace, experience, and wisdom. So it's a card about alchemy, taking everything that we've been through in life, our ups, our downs, and learning how to look at them as lessons and as experiences that we need to experience on this earth walk, and being able to, I love how they use the word, how they bring in alchemy with it, and just learning how to blend them and to see what um to see what's I'm looking for a word. Blend them together to see what a beautiful um, kind of like the word nectar. It's like the nectar of life. Even the sorrows are nectar because it helps us with our growth. Because without the bees, without the pollination, there is no growth. You know, there would not be flowers. So much depends on the honeybees. So with the alchemy, it's learning how to take all these different aspects, all these different experiences and lessons that you've had in life, and blending them in together into your own personal um, anointing oil. Okay, I don't know where that came, but it's your essence of who you are, that your earth walk, your earth plane. Um, it says here too, she understands there will be times she could not possibly have known or done better and must forgive her ignorance. And I don't even know if I really like her using the word ignorance, but we learn, we grow, we do things at different stages in our life that, you know, maybe we didn't know better, but that is still part of our earth walk. That's our experience. And when we own that and take power over that, which makes sense with the next card, because I'm going to go right into it. I got the Lion Queen. So it's taking all of this that we have been through in our life and standing in our power and owning it, where we may have some regrets, but we rid ourselves of shame, of guilt, saying that I'm a divine being. I wanted to come and have a human experience. I needed to learn these lessons. I needed to be a lesson for somebody. Somebody needed to be a lesson for me. and just taking that and standing in your own power moving forward. And the last one I'm going to have to cover, I mean, yeah, I'm going to have to cover because I, with YouTube, with its, it's a little nudity thing, but I did get the Bard of Truth. And so this is expressing your life journey, what you have been through. Like people, we all say it's not the destination, it's the journey, everything that we learn. And I don't know if you plan on writing something or if you're an artist and you're creating, but it's showing that all these different things that you have alchemized over the years, all of your life experiences, standing in that truth, in your power, and possibly sharing that within, videos, art, music, writing, poetry, short story. But the bard is always, the oratory, telling your story. And I know you've been on sharing with Allie, the investigations that you and your husband do together. So I don't know if you plan on writing a book, or you have, or you plan on sharing the experiences that you have learned and bring that into some form of tangible expression. And
Yeah,
so
we did
I'll
do a
leave.
book. We
Okay.
did do a book with Alan gave a copy away. The Ghost Hunter, Ghost Chaser Chronicles.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was in England about 11 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
Those were the
but
cards.
I'm trying to learn everything I can learn, correctly,
Mm-hmm.
not rush do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and taking it as the spirit guides me,
Mm-hmm.
where I should be, and trusting that. But even negative things, I always thank God for that, because I've
Mm-hmm.
learned something from it.
And I wanted to pull the next card to
Yeah.
see what
So
would have been next. And you got the witch card, which is woman in total control of herself. And this is a woman taking her power, again, honoring her power, honoring her intuition, her divine feminine, owning everything that is female, and power and strength and sovereignty of herself. So that's beautiful. I love that. And that's my last card. Nice
Okay.
to meet you,
yeah,
Carolyn.
it's a beautiful card.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we're
Thank
running a
you.
little long. We are running a little long, so I'm going to keep this one really short and sweet. And you are a one personal year for all of this year, which means you're doing new things, getting new opportunities. You're saying yes to more as well. There is something coming up that's quite interesting. So I've got the sun card for one, and then which of course shines light on everything. So I believe you're going to have epiphanies and people coming in with new, fresh new ways of looking at things. Because I have the hangman telling me that for the first time in a while, maybe you will look outside the box, because there's something outside the box of what you're actually doing right now that's going to be of benefit of you in the world. So also with that is the Ace of Cups, telling me that there's going to be a one more layer of passion for your work and what you would like to bring into the world. And I'll bless you and leave you with that. Thank you, Carolyn. I appreciate you.
Thank you very
Hi,
much.
Carolyn.
We appreciate you
Have
too.
fun.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Deborah,
Yes, Cynthia.
hello.
Hi, Cynthia.
How are you?
I'm good, honey. How are you?
I'm great. I'm in the coast of Mississippi right now.
You're in Mississippi?
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I'm down on the
Nice.
coast on by Gulfport, Biloxi.
Cool.
So
Awesome.
I'm not made up for the day. I'm going to babysit.
No, that's all
Fine.
right. No. Everybody's all right. So can you I know I ask you this all the time, and I believe you're a 7, but can I have your birth date again? You're
Sure,
an 11.
January the 17th.
Yeah. Okay.
I am a 7, and I'm also my life path is 11.
That's what I
Wow.
was thinking. Yeah, because I remember you, girl. I remember you. So I have, ooh, nice. So I think I knew, let me just make sure I've got this right.
Tell Donnie I'm on the phone, Larry.
Yeah,
Everyone,
you're in a seven.
I'm on the phone. Yes.
You're
Tell
on
Donnie
in
I'm on the phone.
a 7 personal year with a 7
Yes.
universal year. So you're getting like there's this mainstream right from your God spark all the way up to spirit, and I'm sure you've been drowning in information where you're kind of thinking, what do I do with this? Should I write a book? Should I open a biz? What do you want me to do?
Correct.
And yeah, that means that next year everything will anchor out. Anchor meaning, so this thought you have up here, you'll do something at the level of action to bring it in, and it will be tangible. It would be a piece of paper. It will be a deck. It will be something like that. But don't get nervous, because you can start things, and if the momentum doesn't stay up, then switch to another thing, because really your guides are just watching you saying, oh, Cynthia's
Ooh.
going in that direction. So we'll go ahead and synchronize a blessing up for that. And if you choose to go to a different direction, they'll just say, okay, we'll synchronize up that. So I think that's
I'll keep him
awesome.
busy, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. But I think you know what you want.
I do.
And I do see here, I've got temperance, which means stay in the middle lane with everything, which I think you're really quite good at. You stay away from conversations with hard edges, and
Right.
Are the observer as well. But also, you're very, very, very bright. In other words, you're going to think up things so much more than bringing them into reality. So just don't worry about your having good habits. Try not to hold yourself to all those habits, and just let yourself bring in the information, because once all that information of what would be best for you to do is all in your head, all of a sudden it melds together, and then oh, that's what I do. And it's no problem from there. So that would happen by the end of the year, I believe. So have
Get out of
fun.
my comfort zone, right?
I don't think so. Unless you've spent a lot of time in the closet with your spiritual gifts. Have you?
No. I do readings, but I do everything personal. Like I don't charge anybody because that's my practice. And then I also read people that I don't need my tools like cards to do that. I just study you. I look at you and say, yep, yep. And matter of fact, just to make a long story short, I'm a bus aide for the school, and there was 3 buses that had pickup kids, special needs children at the same time, taking the same place.
Mhm.
But anyway, in the interim of all of it, I pegged this one girl as I thought she was. I ended up being her aide this year. I said, well, maybe I misjudged her. So as we trucked along, so, I was right. I was right. So, I already, like I said, I see people for their value, who they are. I can read you. I could tell you all about you, as you can tell me too. So, the 2 of you. So I've always
That's
been that way
wonderful.
though, since I was little.
Yeah, I think new things are going to be coming up with more declarations of who you are, spoken out loud. That's what I'm thinking.
I do speak. I do speak
That's
out loud.
good.
So
Awesome. Good. So Heather.
So it's interesting. You said your life path number is 11.
yes.
I got the number 11 card for you. And the other 2, when you add them together, their 2 are 11. So I got the Hawk Prince, which is all about spirit communication, and paying attention. So I don't know if this is coming up. I don't know if you've asked Spirit for guidance for something, that you've been asking for a sign, but Hawk is about messages. They're one of the main messengers of Spirit. And it says to start paying attention, and it's a spirit communication. So this may even be in dreams, or if you're out in nature, or if you hear whatever your abilities are that you're tapping into. It's saying to pay attention. There is a message coming for you. And these two cards both equaled 11. So I thought that was very interesting. I want to share that. I got the sun dancers, just really a beautiful card. And it is joyful activity, celebration of life, and abundance. So it feels like this is your energy. You love what you do. You're just saying that you love to, drive the buses for the kids with special needs. We need a lot more people like that for these kids. Um, you love to read for people, you said. This is something that brings you joy. It helps you learn. And I also have abundance. So the card just feels like you're in a place where, you're happy with what you do, you love life, and you find that you have a lot of abundance, not just necessarily with money, but with the job that you have, the people in your life, what you're able to do for people, the ones um, that love you. It's that feeling of like when you get up in the morning, there's always a celebration of life. It's
Right.
another day. Let's, what can I do today? And the last card I have is that maybe something is coming up that might be something new with abilities, because I did get the Lady of Lightning, which is surprises, sometimes shock, but a total paradigm shift. So I don't know if this is something that I don't know if you're asking Spirit to help you develop more, or to help you see more, or to expand one of your abilities. But whatever this is, it's going to be a shift. It might be shocking, but not in a harmful way. And it might be very surprising. So, and I love how the energy's coming, and the energy's coming out of her hands. So whatever this is going to be something that is like a co-creation with Spirit that you're going to be doing. It is going to come through you. It's going to come out of you. I don't know if you might be studying like a healing modality. If I don't know if you do energy work, if you do any type of spell work, or any type of natural healing where you have that energy, where you know how to manipulate energy um, for um, for change. That's basically what magic is,
Right.
and wanting to create. And it feels like this beautiful paradigm shift is coming up and might take you by surprise, but Spirit says that they have heard your prayers, and they're going to be sending you signs. So I hope that resonated with you.
You're the second person that said something about healing, going into the healing process. So you're a healer. Well, I've heard people say this, and you ladies know better than I do, that when your hands are warm, that's when the energy is coming into you to help heal that person that needs that healing in whatever part of their body they're looking for that healing. I mean, I don't know, but I just know that there's times my hands get hot, like on fire.
Mm.
So are you all aware of that from others, or just?
Well, I've taken Reiki, and one of the first things that we're taught, even as mothers and people, when we've had children that are hurt, or when someone's hurting, we always touch them and they feel better. That's that natural energy of love of the universe, of the divine love coming through us and from us. And a lot of people, when they say, "Well, I don't understand," what Reiki energy is, or what universal energy is, whatever the name is. All people have to do is just to rub their hands together a little bit and feel that warmth, and you pull your hands apart a little bit and you feel that warmth, that energy in between your hands. And that's our natural energy. And when we start to do the healing modalities, we're basically like a channel. We just bring that light and love in from our higher selves, the universe, and we
Okay.
just ask for it to work through us or with us. And so this could be very well something, but that energy is really coming through her hands. This is going to be it's lightning. It's going to be like a shock. So I don't know if this is going to be healing modality, or if this is going to be something that is just wow, and something you've been
Something for me
wanting
to
to
pay
manifest,
attention to.
you create. Yeah.
Okay.
But there is a message. So that Hawk Messenger says that, spirit will be communicating, whether through dreams, however best works for you, with how
Okay.
you communicate with your guides.
Sounds good.
All
Thank you,
right.
ladies.
Wonderful.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
so
Nice
much.
to
It's
meet
nice to
you.
see you.
Nice to meet you all.
Yep.
Thanks.
Love the.
What'd you say?
I said I love the both of you.
Oh,
Oh,
love,
I didn't want to miss that.
love, love, love. That's what
I
life is all
clicked-
about.
class. I'm
Love.
grateful for everybody here. I love my class. I make sure I have
Oh,
one.
yay. Thank you. I'm so grateful. And I'll be back on at 2 o'clock Pacific time. I will see you later. Have a wonderful
Thank you, ladies.
weekend. Love
Yep,
you. Bye.
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 I clicked the click too fast. Thank you so much. This was fun, an experiment. I'm going to
Yes.
learn how to do the giveaway tool by the next time I go on. So I think I
It
have
was
a private.
unique, and I got to meet some of my fellow chatters. This was awesome. Now I could actually really put a face and an energy to when they pop up in my chats.
Changes it, doesn't it? It changes it.
Yes,
So
does.
I think your readings were on point and
Well, thank you.
articulate and received quite well. So it'll be fun.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for being on my show.
Oh, thank you for having me, Deborah. It was fun. You have to come back to mine.
Okay, I'll do it.
All righty.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Everybody.
Goodbye, everyone.